It's here, the new Seamaster 300m, plain black, no date, and another surprise launch. So we're here to talk about them, but first, I'm not a watch expert, I'm just a watch nerd, so if I say anything wrong, or anything that you disagree with, pop down in the comments and let's have a fight. You can come fight me and Len. And whilst you're down there, why not also click that subscribe button, because only 5% of you lovely people are subscribed, and we want to bump those numbers up, because what numbers are they, Terry?
They're rookie numbers.
They are rookie numbers. And why not also click that join button, support us directly, would be very much appreciated. So, back at the Olympics, Daniel Craig was spotted wearing a plain black, no date Seamaster 300m on a Milanese mesh bracelet. And the whole watch internet sphere thing sort of melted down, in all honesty. We were like, what the hell is that he's wearing? Because it was the second time Daniel Craig had been spotted wearing an unreleased Omega. He's just been spotted wearing a third one, but it's finally here, 21st of November. Omega have released 4 new different Seamaster references. One of them is fully expected. It is the new plain black, no date Seamaster on the Milanese that we saw Daniel Craig wearing. In terms of measurements, both of the new watches are the same. They have a 42mm case diameter, so they'll wear very, very similarly to existing Seamaster 300 models. They have a thickness of 13.8mm, so they are chunky boys, but that is to accommodate all of the features, which is a 300m water resistance, it is a screw down crown, it is a uni-rotational bezel, and a helium escape valve, so very, very feature rich. All the new watches are featuring the METAS certified coaxial caliber 8806, as opposed to the normal Seamaster 300 with a date that features the coaxial caliber 8800. Interestingly though, Terry just did point out to me, these new watches are listed as 0.2mm thicker, which given the lack of the date on these new watches, does seem to be really weird that they'd be thicker, so not sure what's really going on there. So the black is, to me, it looks almost perfect, honestly. It's featuring a laser engraved wave dial, but it's the old style wave dial, and honestly it looks beautiful. Really, really impressed with the looks, and it is featuring the Milanese bracelet that you will have become familiar with if you're familiar with the Bond 60th anniversary edition, which is essentially a blue version of this, or even the titanium No Time to Die. So it's the same bracelet but all in steel, and honestly it looks amazing. Interestingly though, it does seem as though they've gone for an aluminium bezel insert, so it does really seem as though they're trying to recreate that old original Seamaster 300m magic, just with a new Milanese strap. So honestly, I really appreciate that, and I think a lot of people will be buying this watch and pairing it with the normal Seamaster bracelet. The other reference they introduced is a full sort of steel monochrome version. The main difference aesthetically is it is featuring a brushed steel dial, and it's also got a titanium bezel insert, which honestly, it looks really nice, but I'd be going for the black one if I was going to choose. The price is the same between the two, but for me, that black is screaming out to be an absolute strap monster. That would look amazing on literally anything, and I think that is the best thing about it. Compared to the normal black Seamaster 300m, there's no red text on the dial. There's no red text. It's completely black and steel, and honestly, it looks amazing. I can't fault the aesthetics of it at all. But does that mean this release is perfect, Harry?
I don't think it's perfect.
I don't think it's perfect, and let me tell you why. So first of all, it has been pointed out to me, particularly on our last video on Daniel Craig, not everyone's a big fan of this Milanese bracelet.
I'm not a big fan of this bracelet.
Terry doesn't like it. And do I think it's going to supersede the normal Seamaster 300 bracelet? No, I don't. I think it's a very nice addition to the collection, generally. I do really like the bracelet, but if it were to supersede, I would not be for that at all. In terms of feature set, it's objectively worse. It doesn't have any micro adjust. There's no diver adjust. There's absolutely zero taper on the bracelet. It's very good because it's very easy to adjust. It looks very, very smart. It looks very, very dressy while still being very, very practical. But in terms of feature set, it's a bit of a step backwards. The main and best thing about it is its ease to adjust. But do I think it's going to replace the normal bracelet? No. It just exemplifies everything that's also wrong with the normal Seamaster bracelet with more. With more on top. Because people are now complaining that that bracelet needs a refresh because it's got no taper. Because it's looking a little bit old and tired compared to some other brands' dive watches. This watch and its bracelet looks great, but it does have issues. And in terms of the bracelet having fewer features, and the watch actually having fewer features, that brings me to my last point. So it's been pointed out on many channels, the Omega Seamaster pricing in general is a bit screwed up. And what do I mean by that? Omega's entry-level Seamaster is one of the most feature-rich, which seems really weird. The standard Seamaster 300, the one that everyone knows and loves with the ceramic bezel, with the bracelet that has micro-adjust, diver extension, date, helium escape valve, ceramic bezel, laser etched dial, all of these things I think represents amazing value for money in the luxury watch market for the finishing and the feature set that you get. That's £5,600. So an extra £500 for this watch on a bracelet, you get no date, your watch is thicker, you don't get a ceramic bezel, you get a titanium bezel or an aluminium bezel. An aluminium bezel represents worse value for money. Yes, you get a nicer finished dial, I believe, with the old style wave pattern, but you also get no micro adjust. You also get no diver extension. Do you get my point? It's less feature rich, it's got less going on, it's got a simplified movement with no date, and yet it's £500 more expensive. Do Omega care? No, these are going to sell like hotcakes. Okay, let's also not forget the new model has domed sapphire glass. Is that worth the loss of those features for an extra £500? No. The new black, if I were to get a Seamaster, it's the one I'd get. For me, it is the new peak versatility. It is a damn near perfect watch. I just think their pricing is a bit off, honestly. You have a look at the Aquaterra, for example, that's less feature rich, doesn't have a unidirectional bezel. Compare that with the Seamaster 300 meter, it costs significantly more, you get significantly less. I honestly don't understand Omega's pricing model, and this watch continues to exemplify that, particularly as the steel on steel with the titanium bezel is exactly the same amount as the one with the aluminium bezel. They're both £6,100. On a rubber, they're £5,600, which is the price of a standard Seamaster 300 with the old style bracelet. I don't get it. Love the watches, really do love the watches. The bracelet is obviously divisive, but the pricing model to me makes no sense. Terry, what do you think?
I don't like the bracelet.
No?
I don't like the slight thickness to it.
It's already a pretty thick watch.
It is already pretty thick. I think I prefer the silver.
You prefer the silver?
I prefer the silver. I like the brushed steel.
Okay.
I like a date on it.
You like a date, okay.
Seamaster.
Can't fault you there. I do love the fact they're a lot more monochrome. They haven't gone for red text on the dial. They've gone a lot more restrained, and I appreciate that. The old style wave pattern being back is great. As I said, if I were to get a Seamaster, the black is the one I'd get. I'd probably want to purchase an old style bracelet as well.
Because the bracelet is so thin as well, it would make the watch look so much fatter.
But you know what it does have? 20mm lug width, so you can put anything on it. I've got dozens of straps that would look great on this, so yeah. So it's a lovely watch, and it's just great that we've finally seen them. And when are we going to see that solid gold one?
3 months.
Maybe. I mean, it's taken since August for us to see those, so who knows? When do you think we're going to see them? Is it going to be February or is it going to be sooner? Let us know down in the comments. And whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And why not consider clicking that join button, supporting us directly, just like everyone you see on screen right now, because they are the best people in the world, and the second best people in the world are you, if you're watching this video. So, you know what I'm going to say. Watch yourselves.